All right, Cardi. Let's get into it. Let's get into Cardi. The album.
Is there much to really
April
discuss?
6th is the date.
What's her single?
Bodak Yellow.
Everything.
Yeah, all the guest verses.
24
Bruno,
karat gold.
record she's not even on.
G-Eazy shit. Everything is her single, nigga.
Gotcha.
What's your single?
I'm single.
Do you think she'll put something out before the 6th?
I'm sure. Well, no, that's like next week, right?
I mean, there's still days to put
The
this
6th
out.
is next week. A bunch of you flooded my mentions to tell me that I was wrong and that her album was coming out. Newsflash, I said that the week after I was wrong about it. The second that it was confirmed that Cardi B was pregnant, which I was right about.
Was that actually confirmed, though?
It was confirmed. It was on the Wendy Williams show, so it was confirmed.
I wouldn't use... If Daily Mail isn't okay, I don't know if Wendy Williams is the credible
definitely
person.
more credible than the Daily Mail.
I don't know. I don't know if I could maybe argue that, and I know nothing about the Daily Mail.
You know a lot about the Daily Mail. Oh man,
Hey,
where's
yo.
my Rory Trey Songs drop?
It's
Damn
gone,
it!
man. Rest in peace.
Do I think what? What were you asking me?
That Wendy is a really credible...
Oh no, we don't care about that. Rory,
Oh,
shut
no.
up.
No, that she's actually pregnant. I didn't see if it was actually confirmed the way her
She's
album was
pregnant.
confirmed.
TMZ said it. Wendy Williams said it. All the
trust TMZ.
major blog reporters and media people are saying that she's pregnant.
Okay.
We haven't actually seen her be pregnant, but a young
Seen
lady.
her be pregnant.
We haven't seen her be pregnant, but I watched Sin post a bunch of old pictures for 5 months, so I mean, I could see how it's done.
Oh yeah.
I could see how that's done.
Yeah.
But
I think women keep a stash of pictures just for that type of occasion.
Roy keeps sidetracking me. What were we talking about?
Cardi's album.
Yeah, this is important shit here, man.
Okay.
She just had 30,000 people on her Insta Live this morning. I was like, damn, that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot. I don't think I've seen that many people on Insta Live. Well, Cam had.
No, Cam had
Cam
like
had
a
50.
billion or some shit.
He had 50, not a million people on Insta Live. 50,000 people.
Well, you don't know about the impressions. That changes everything.
No, he did have more than that. But okay, it's more fun not knowing whether she's pregnant or not. So let's not know. But in my timeline, her being pregnant has a lot to do with all of this. I think her being pregnant is why an album is being rushed. I'm going to use that word. Kaiser, don't call my phone.
You think it's being rushed?
I know it's being rushed.
I don't know if it's being rushed, but I think they wanted to wait till May or June.
All right,
But
so
I don't think
So don't interrupt me when I'm talking about
Nobody
shit that
was
I
talking.
know. That
All right,
album
Kaiser, don't call my
is
phone.
being rushed
Okay.
artistically, meaning Cardi has not had an album done. She's told us this. The label has told her, everybody for the last year and a half, anytime you asked about a Cardi album, she has had no problem saying, I'm not done with an album. I don't have an album. And even if she never said that, we're in the music business. So if she had some songs ready and rocking, and don't you think we would have heard one? Not Cardi with party wanted Cardi with a party with all over my body. Not that one.
she has other records.
Because that's the one that they snuck out there and didn't really. So we had some other shit in Tuck. G-Eazy shit was great. The Bruno Mars shit was great. She's getting a whole bunch of big looks. But now you're pregnant. I think that was I think, of course, this is all just, I have no information here.
said it was shit
Outside
you
of she's
knew.
rushing that project. No. As far as they locked her in a studio, or she locked in a studio, or right this second she's locked in a studio, or
Yeah,
has
but-
been locked in a studio.
But
to
she
finish
could have
the
been like
project.
one or two joints away from being
No way.
completed.
Hell no.
I don't know if
Hell
she needed
no.
a record right off rip because, like you said, she had the G-Eazy shit that was still moving. She was getting all these performance looks. The Bruno Mars shit was going off. They was performing that at every stop. You don't really need to force a record yet.
Well, you know what'll be telling is how many songs are on the album.
Well, this is telling. Let's look at Atlantic's history for a second. Uzi put out a bunch of records with no album, and they didn't seem in a rush to put out an album.
Right.
That took so long that the label was ready before he was ready. Wiz is kind of on that same run now. He's putting out quite a few records, no album, and then they don't seem pressed to deliver an album. They put Ty Dolla on everything all year long. What I'm saying is Atlantic don't ever seem pressed to rush albums out
Right.
until now. And I'm gonna say that because I don't think they would put that album out right now if there weren't some strenuous circumstances pending, i.e., a baby.
Yeah, you might be right. I'm sticking to the fact that if it's like 20 songs, then she probably was been working. If it's like 12 songs, then they probably put it together.
If she has 20 songs, that will tell us nothing on as a debut act with a debut on your debut
in
album.
a streaming climate, I think they're
you
going to
can pull
put a lot.
songs from anywhere. She has her whole life of songs.
Man,
We
what
wouldn't
does the
know.
album sound like? Fuck all this. What does it sound like?
Probably like.
Well, that was my next point, Mo. I'm glad you said that. Without us knowing how it sounds, do you love the direction? Do you love the album artwork? And I'm not going to be the guy to overly obsess about album artwork. But if you've been following Cardi's album artwork,
They're cleaning her up a bit.
this looks a little different.
The cover's dope. Shout out to Nikki, Nick Chulo. It's a homie.
The cover does look really good. It just doesn't look like her.
It's still her, but it's her cleaned up a bit. It's not her getting head on the cover like her mixtapes.
Okay.
This is her commercial. I was just on Billboard, but I'm still trying to keep who I am.
I never saw her other covers, so
Yeah, she
I'm
was
only-
holding a Corona getting head. It was actually a pretty dope
Swag.
mixtape cover.
And she's never lost that step throughout this whole way. So are you
Image-
proving my point for me? Are you telling me
I
that
don't know what your point is.
my point is this is very different for her? You jumped in to say they're cleaning her up. She's gotten this far by not being clean. So I'm worried about direction, which is where I was going. Because this looks so different. This looks a lot, and not just the clean aspect. It just looks a lot of Missy Elliott.
It did remind me of Missy Elliott look ish.
Yeah,
Got a little
for
Kim
sure.
influence in there too, I think.
Yeah, that's cool though. I'm not mad at that.
But I mean, if you look at the Bruno Mars video, they cleaned her up a bit.
No,
Yes,
way.
they
That
did.
is not true. That's a fucking In Living Color knockoff. There's nothing to clean.
You could be dressed a bit more
We're
provocative.
putting
than
on
that if you wanted to.
cross-color shit and we're jumping around.
You could have
That's
your ass
what's
out in there.
happening. She's not having her ass out next to Bruno Mars.
That's
that
what I'm
don't
saying.
mean that they cleaned her up a bit. Like stop. That's my point to you. My point is I
saying
don't.
a bit. I'm
I'm not
saying a
seeing
bit.
effort. I didn't see effort then to make her appear more appealable. But maybe you're right. Maybe it was there. Maybe they've been doing this.
Yeah,
When
slowly,
else did that
Still
happen?
has that attitude. Still has all that. But
Okay,
it's getting away from the
all
stripper.
right, so now that puts me
image.
with Maul. How does the music sound then? If you're pulling me away from, if you're pulling me away artistically from everything that, and you know what? Now I can see why she on fucking Insta Live fucking sounding so sad and miserable.
I didn't
Because
see her in
this
Slay.
is this is why artists sound fucking sad and miserable, and you got to come out and deal with all this bullshit. This is bullshit. I'd be mad if I was her.
Why? You don't think the image is her image?
I've been saying probably for about 8 months. I think Cardi's been doing things really against her own will.
You don't think it's growth?
I was gonna say
No.
maybe she's not stripping anymore, so her rhymes may change a bit.
Ew, that was vulgar, but because she's not stripping.
If you listen to her first few mixtapes, she was rapping about stripping. She hasn't been doing that for quite some time, so things are going to change. She's dating one of the biggest
she
rappers
does
in the world.
still rap
she's
about
she's
stripping.
with Bruno Mars.
The whole G-Eazy hook is about stripping.
Yes and no.
Nah, yes.
Fucking nigga gets on. What's he talking
I'm
about?
rolling with Joe.
Don't worry.
That's
What are you
true.
just here to argue with me? We're saying the same thing in different ways somehow. I'm saying if I were an avid Cardi B fan, and we've supported her, she's a friend of the show. Billy is an enemy of the show. If I were an avid Cardi B fan, I would be the cover would worry me. But I was never the guy to dig too much into covers. I'm only doing it now because I don't rap anymore and we have a podcast. I always said let's just go by the music, but I think that the cover story and everything we're saying here is tied into why we are going into this album without a single. I think it's tied into why we have to guess how music sounds from arguably the hottest rapper out.
They're using her buzz as the single.
Is Tekashi 6ix9ine the hottest rapper out?
You can make that claim.
Yeah.
I think you can make that argument pretty easily.
I don't think he's the hottest rapper. out, but I
Not for
think you can-
music, but he's hot. Just his name.
I'm not saying for music.
Yeah, his name.
He is the hottest rapper out, right?
For sure.
He's up there.
These past 2 weeks, I think it'd be hard to argue otherwise.
All right, let's not get to him because I do want to discuss him. Back to Cardi. Yeah, I would be worried about not hearing any music. But I support Cardi and I support Kaiser and I support Atlantic. So I don't want to say anything that sounds like I'm not.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be some good music on there.
It would have to be.
They got all the money in the world. They can get Mike Will and whoever they want.
And I'm sure people are waiting in line to work with her too.
Yeah.
So it's not like her resources are limited with people that want to work with her.
Yeah.
So I don't doubt it. I think there'll be some good records on here. I think they'll get 2 solid singles out of it.
Cardi has been going on a rant. She went on a Twitter rant earlier this morning. Or maybe that was yesterday morning. And she was basically saying how she's busted her ass, which she has. And she's basically done everything herself and her team. And that's it. And I hope that's true. I hope that's true. Because let me take this out of speaking about Cardi for 2 seconds. Because I don't want people to just attach everything I'm saying to that. I know that when you are the premier act at a label, which she is, that some money is spent. I know that.
For sure.
And I know that, and I've heard it from a few other people in that building, that she is dependent upon to keep the lights on for a second. So with that said, what does she need to sell? And that's the only reason I'm thinking about numbers. Y'all know I'm not a numbers guy. I don't give a fuck about numbers. But I have to think about numbers to think about what makes the label happy. Because if I think that this is manufactured, all of this momentum, and I support Cardi, then I want it to continue. So I have to look for the number that will help it to continue or the number that I think will cease it altogether. Because unfortunately, I think that is a reality that a lot of artists have to deal with. If a certain number does not come back, your machine is ceasing altogether.
Yeah.
Your fans will think that you just fell off and you're corny and you're whack now. They'll have no idea that there's even a machine. They don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I see her doing like $150-ish, maybe.
I think she has to.
You think so? I mean, I think anything under 100 looks a little funny, but maybe not because she doesn't have a single. So
Yeah.
if it comes out and doesn't do great, but then she comes with a smash single right behind it, then maybe it's a lifetime.
I think 85 isn't that bad. If she comes in at 85 and does a slow build and it doesn't drop significantly the second week,
Right.
that's not that bad.
If she comes in at 85, I'm going to say congratulations, and I will closely monitor the second week.
Yeah. Well, if you come in at 85, second week is really your telling.
If she comes in at 85, and we're prophesizing a bit here, and the second week drops to 30 or below, we're going to have a hard time getting a second Cardi project.
Depending what she does after.
Not depending on nothing. I'm looking at Atlantic's track record.
Right.
This has nothing to do with Cardi. Cardi will be the reincarnation of K. Michelle. I guarantee you that K. Michelle's first budget and that last budget are different budgets. That's not a knock on K. Michelle. I love K. Michelle.
Right.
But that's just the way of doing business.
I mean, of course, Atlantic put a lot of money into Bodak Yellow, but it caught without Atlantic. Atlantic hopped on and said, all right, let's push this to the next level. So Cardi is always capable of having her cult following catch something and it build a bit.
Not to interrupt you, because I want you to continue that, but I'm going to forget this. Slick move there, Safari, because that 100 record really is Bodak Yellow. That's not the same record?
It's pretty
I don't
close.
know, man. I don't listen to no.
That is the same exact.
I haven't heard it.
I ain't listen to it.
Slow it down. Just slow it down. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, congratulations. Good move, Safari. Slick ass nigga.
You know the dance yet? No.
I think I do. I'm joking, Maul.
Oh, okay.
Real Maul.
I,
Me and you gotta have homie court a little bit.
we can have
For the
what we
last
call,
few
bro.
podcasts, and a few people have pointed out, you've been looking at me with the little that eye that you just gave
Fam,
me.
you just said you think you know
Do you
the
think
Safari
I'm doing
dance.
the fucking Safari
I was
100
waiting
dance?
for you to say what you was saying.
100 on this
Yeah, I
in the
don't
crib
know.
with Lexington. What are you talking about?
That's your man. So I better know. That's your guy.
Yo, every time
You're not going to post a video on IG? Support the movement?
No, I'm not supporting the movement, and that is my nigga. I do support the movement, though. I'm just not doing a dance.
So you're not
On
really supporting
camera.
the movement.
Yeah.
Not on camera.
Is this on the docket?
It's on
Put
the
it
docket
on the
now.
I didn't. No, I'm not doing the
Safari's
dance.
right there on the docket. Look,
No, it's not. I'm not doing the dance. What dances you do, nigga?
I don't dance.
All right, G.
Dance, my nigga.
You definitely
Gangsters don't
dance.
dance, we
No,
boogie.
don't.
You didn't do a dance at all? Nah, I'm not even going to tell
What?
the story.
You never
What
Aunt Jackie
What dance?
on Lennox?
No.
Okay.
What's the Aunt Jackie?
The Aunt Jackie. I don't even have an aunt named Jackie.
What's the Aunt Jackie?
You remember the Aunt Jackie? It was around the chicken noodle soup time.
Oh no, I wasn't dancing then. I was fucking with killers by then. Yo, I was dancing. Me and Dub B was dancing ass niggas, and then we just all that changed. We never bust another move ever, ever again. But I'm saving that for the documentary. Come on, back to.
That's gonna be a funny ass documentary.
The Joe Budden documentary really is going to be the best documentary ever for reasons I can't say.
That's funny. What the fuck? Oh, Cardi. Yeah, I think even if she does fall off on that second week significantly, she has shown that she can make a single and her cult can build it up, and then Atlantic can put money to bring it to the next level. So I'm not going to take her all the way out when she's proven herself in creating.
That's
a single
proven
or no.
nothing.
Just now it has.
That's proven nothing at all in the music business. You have to do it twice in the music business.
Of course, and I'm saying she's capable of.
Well, yeah, she's capable of.
That's what I'm saying.
I think she'll do well.
What's well? Put a number on it.
$1.25, $1.50.
I got her at 85.
Okay.
I gotta have her at over $1.25. I put her at I'm giving her $1.30,
Okay.
and I think they're happy.
Yeah.
I think
First week?
Yeah,
first
$1.30?
week, first week $1.30. Yeah. I got to.
I think if Bodak Yellow's on there alone, we're not going to have an issue.
Oh yeah, yeah. If that's fuck,
Gotta
because I
factor
forgot
that
they,
in. Gotta
I
factor
forgot
that
they
in.
count
Factor
that.
that
Yeah.
in.
Bodak Yellow's in there.
Views
man.
was quadruple platinum from one dance the day it came out. I forgot about
Exactly.
that stream. All right, yeah, I'm raising my shit up to
No,
to 120.
no, you phony.
Okay, I'm phony. I'm raising it up to 120.
I'll say 90, 95.
She might push too, actually. With that being said, with that factored in, Bodak Yellow, however many billions of streams that's got,
Yeah,
Bodak Yellow has a lot of
she
streams.
might hit 2 off rip, no problem.
Shout out to stream.
They're gonna fix that little cheat code at some point.
Yeah.
They have to. They have to address it.
Not by April 6th, so.
No, 100%. All right, round of applause for Cardi, then, friend of the show. Good for her, because we do think she's going to do real well. Now,